And in this case, we only provide the operator with the information he is currently to be aware of, not all these kinds of data. A typical view of a plan board where it's important to have a real-time status, orders being late, as Mark said, as soon as you release the planning, it's already late. Operator dashboards, where it's important that the customer itself can focus or define the screens itself, handling specific data he has to collect. This is a general example, but this is, for instance, an example of D&M Premium Sound Solutions, the former Philips Dendermonde, where the project really focuses on machine downtimes and machine quality control. And in this main dashboard, they focused on uitvoering controllers, the checks they need to do. And there the operator always sees what the next check he needs to do. Well, process info, this is always some kind of thing. For some processes, it can be interesting that the operator itself also has a view on the control charts, seeing that the process is going out of spec. Can also be provided at the same touchscreens. OE analysis, a very important part with the typical OE breakdown structure. But what's here important is that you are collecting all these kind of data. In this case, we are looking at it from a machine level, but we can also see it from a department level, a production level, a product level. What is my OE if I produce this product or this product or this product? And in fact, all the same data within the same cube can be viewed from different angles, giving some kind of analysis from why is my OE bad when I'm producing this or this or this. Pareto analysis, the operator is registering all kinds of interrupts. The machine is down for this reason, this reason, this reason. It's very important to have all kinds of analysis, typically Pareto-based. Why is my machine breaking down? What is the root cause analysis, was it the most typical cause why it's down? Then we can work on this cause. The typical logistics interaction, where at the production line, some input materials need to be handled from the VMS. If you have a combined system handling both MES and WMS, the one system can instruct the other to bring all required materials just in time, give back the remainders, put away when something is finished, put it in the warehouse back again. A modern MES can all handle all these things. I will skip these ones because we're running out of time. So as I said, the labeling, the view of statuses on the floor. Traceability, for instance here, a traceability view, this is output material. If we look upstream, what were the inputs? This lot has been used, this lot has been used. To produce this lot, we have been using this lot, and this lot, allowing a full traceability from door to door, what has happened. If there's a problem with this one, we can trace it back up, down the stream. These are the typical nowadays MES functionalities. As Mark indicated, the next steps is to introduce these new things into MES. So the next step is intelligent manufacturing, where QRM is one of the methodologies, therefore. You can provide this next step using different kinds of methodologies. Today we wanted to focus on advanced planning and scheduling and how it interacts with these new systems, where Mark already told us that, or indicated us that there's the typical scheduling release management is handling a push system, not a pull system. That's why typical scheduling methods don't really do their thing. Industry facing a scheduling crisis if they want to use these new methods. So there is a need for new approaches. The new approach is self-organizing adaptive systems, where the talks this afternoon have been all about. So we did a project calling ALDIS, Adaptive Lean Distributed Scheduling System, focusing that it's a lean system with not a lot of data involved to set it up using local rules, methods based on these new systems. So the goal is to develop a kind of scheduling system to be easily implemented and integrated. based on the new principles of self-organizing systems, being local decisions, local rules, being self-adaptive, flexible, and what's important, it can resist disruptions. If a machine down the chain goes down, it can choose another route, handling bottleneck machines and so on. The project itself is a 2-year R&D project sponsored by IBT, Vlaanderen. It's a collaboration between the Clercq Solutions, UEG, and Sirris Advanced Manufacturing Group, where Mark is involved. The project itself covers system specs, developing, piloting, and benchmarking. And the purpose is that it will be applicable to large firms as well to SMEs, and of course integrated with our system. That's why we built it. It will have a specific focus on release management, on dispatching rules. It will allow modeling, for instance, to provide the modeling of a control loop, a Kanban loop, a polka loop. It can define the number of virtual cards in the system. Regarding the dispatching, it can be a job filter. There can be a lot of job released on the floor, but if there's no virtual card present, this system can prevent from starting this job. But the operator can see what are the jobs in my queue, but not necessarily the next job in the queue is already available to be started. That's how the system will be able to handle this. So the dispatcher will have knowledge of activities, jobs, upstream, downstream, allowing balanced job releases, which is the basis for all these kinds of new technologies and systems.